New tonight, the theft of taxpayer money totaling more than $27,000. It was used to buy everything from beer and clothing to an $800 refrigerator.
I-Team reporter Doug Wolfe tells us even though the official who stole it was caught, the local government he ripped off never sought his prosecution.
A retired pipe fitter, Mike Fuller, tells me about his frustration over a scandal in his small DeWitt County town.
If somebody does something like that, besides in this town, your butt goes straight to jail.
Mike is talking about the former Wapella Township road commissioner who apparently turned a township credit card into his own personal piggy bank.
I think somebody ought to be prosecuted.
That's a second problem. Imagine getting caught and then just writing a check for the amount of money stolen and all is forgotten. John Kraft of the Edgar County Watchdogs was the first to report on this story.
In my opinion, the people that refuse to refer into prosecution need to resign and be replaced at the next election.
The township road commissioner was Eldon Kuzy. Kuzy went on at least a 2.5-year personal spending spree using taxpayer money before anyone noticed.
Women's flip-flops, cocktail weenies, candy. I mean, just ridiculous.
Receipts show the road commissioner used taxpayer money to purchase beer, ground beef, and chicken. No, not fried chicken, chickens. 57 live chickens. It wasn't just a little beer. It was more than 100 packages of beer with 30 cans per package over a 1-year period. In total, more than 2 30-packs a week.
Over 130 packs of Bud Light, RV antifreeze, accent rugs, garden hoses. Apparently he raises chickens now.
The chicks cost almost $3 each, along with multiple bags of chicken feed at $8.50 a bag, along with providing the chicks with water and a nice, comfortable, heated environment.
Chainsaw chains, pork sausage, 90% ground beef. A lot of people can't even afford 90% ground beef.
Kuzy was also into having a nice garden at his home, again paid for by Wapella taxpayers.
Taxpayers paid for the seed and the fertilizer, and then the taxpayers bought all of the canning material for, to can all the vegetables that he was harvesting out of the garden that the taxpayers paid for.
Kuzy loved to pick up grocery items using the township credit card, buying mayo, ground beef, chicken breast, top sirloin, potato chips, diced tomatoes, and nacho cheese.
If that had been a regular Joe, your butt would have been in jail right away.
Last October, a fire destroyed the township garage. That fire eventually led to the township board going through receipts and noticing the purchases being made by the road commissioner. Instead of doing an outside audit, the board took care of it on their own, according to Supervisor Jay Haycraft.
We went through and went back and done 2 months of a lot of hard work on our clerk and got everything figured out that what had happened.
Clothing like a hooded jacket, a full zip hoodie, a thermal sweatshirt, all charged to Wapella taxpayers. The board determined Kuzy owed them $27,000, and according to minutes from a May meeting, he paid back the money the board determined he owed and turned in his resignation. In exchange, the board did not seek his prosecution.
We didn't want to go that part. He paid the money back. We went through, we done an extensive audit on it for 2 months. We went under the discussion with our attorney on it. We followed all the rules that we were supposed to do. We had the option to do that, and so that's why we did that.
Was there ever a complaint made with the sheriff's department at all?
Yeah, sure was.
And what happened with that?
Nothing.
We submitted a Freedom of Information request with the DeWitt County Sheriff and obtained a report from June 27th. The report indicates Kuzy was cutting out the portion of the receipts showing his personal purchases and then putting the receipt back together and submitting a photocopy of the doctored receipt with the township clerk. The Sheriff's Department report went to the state's attorney, who indicates the thefts have been referred to the Public Integrity Bureau of the Illinois Attorney General's office, which accepted the investigation on September 1st. While the Attorney General now has the case, it still raises an ethics question. How does a government official steal more than $27,000 and the township does not seek his prosecution?
I mean, you can't rob a bank and pay the money back and not have any repercussions.
For Wapella, a theft case that was nearly forgotten, now in the hands of the Attorney General. For the I-Team, Doug Wolfe, WAND News.
WAND News attempted to contact the former road commissioner, but he did not answer his phone.